So today I'm cooking our Sunday roast for Amy and I've got this pretty nice looking shoulder of venison out of the freezer, defrosted it overnight in the fridge. It's really tasty looking. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it slow cooked in our big pot. So we're going to grab our olive oil and get loads and loads of olive oil in the bottom of our pan here. Good glug. Now we want to get plenty of salt and pepper on this, get it all nicely rubbed in before we get it in our pan. So I'm going to get my Cornish sea salt on here. There we go. So we've got the salt on the venison and the pan is really smoking hot. So we're going to get this in here now and just sear the outside off. Just like that. Get it squeezed into the pan. Bit of pepper on it. So come and have a look. See, the olive oil is sizzling nicely. We just want to brown it very carefully on the outside. So we just keep turning it. So you can see it's beginning to brown quite nicely on all sides. Try and keep it in there and get it sizzling as much as possible. So just want to say, I am not a chef. I know nothing about this, just so you all know. It's my brother's the chef, but I do quite like cooking. And frankly, given the situation we're in at the moment, there is nothing else to do, so I'm cooking. So I think this is looking pretty good now. So what we're going to do is we're going to slow cook this in the style of your Italian grandmother. Now don't worry too much if you haven't got an Italian grandmother. I don't either. I'm just going to pretend. So come and have a look in my tin cupboard. In our bunker stash, just in case of the zombie apocalypse, we've got this really nice looking tin of chopped tomatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wang the chopped tomatoes in with a load of herbs and spices out of the garden, get it all mixed up nicely and get it in the oven. So we're getting the tin of tomatoes in here now. Look at that, looks lovely. All in there, don't worry about the olive oil, it can all stay in. Now that's looking pretty awesome. I do like my salt. I know it's not good for you, but I do like it. A little bit more black pepper. I'd put some white pepper in as well if I had half a chance, but I don't have any, so I can't. And then a little glug of red wine just to keep it a bit of flavour. That's lovely looking. Right, follow me out to the garden to find the herbs. So in the garden, we've got some really nice rosemary here. Look at this, this is awesome stuff. So we're going to have some of that in our stock pot. 3 of those should look good. By the way, last night I had a gin and tonic. Put a bit of rosemary in it. It was really nice. And did you know, look at these beautiful little blue flowers. These flowers are also edible and they look great on top of the G&T. Just a side tip. Right, we also want some of this. This is oregano, or marjoram, depending on what sort of mood you're in. And we're just going to take a few of the little tips off the end. We've got sage here as well, but today I don't think I'm going to use that. It's quite a strong flavour, and I'm not a massive fan, so I'll leave it in the garden to look pretty. But what I do have down here, look at this stuff. It's beautiful. Let's get a load of that in there as well. Tear off some chunks of it. Oh. So we're back in the kitchen now. We've got our thyme. We're just going to roughly break it up and get it all in there. We've got our bits of oregano. Going to smash that up and put it in there as well. Jeez, I sound a bit like Jamie Oliver, don't I? I don't want to be. Okay, and there we go, our rosemary. Have a look at that in there. Now that looks awesome. Just one more ingredient to add, the all-important tomato puree. However, let me tell you something, guys. When I was in France last year, I was making a curry and I went to buy some tomato puree, but actually, what I ended up buying was this. It's called sauce tomate, and I thought it was tomato puree. Turns out it's not. It's much nicer. It's actually pureed tomatoes with a load of veg pureed in there as well. And this stuff is awesome. I've been saving it for a special occasion. It's Easter Sunday. Let's get it in our roast. Good old squeeze of that. Awesome. And there we are. Look at that. It looks awesome. Looks well tasty. We're going to stick it in the oven now at about 100 degrees for 5 or 6 hours. I'm just going to keep checking it and make sure it's not drying out. Turn it over once or twice maybe. I'll show you in a minute. Right, so I'm just going to check this now. And also, more importantly, something really, really significant that I forgot to put in it earlier. This is what happens when you're not a professional. I wonder if anybody can guess what it is. Well, that's beginning to look pretty good in there. What did I forget? Garlic. I've got a few cloves of garlic here. This is not homegrown garlic, that's not ready yet. This is actually shop bought garlic. So I'm gonna put 3 in. I'm just gonna give them a quick squash like that and just drop them in there. It's all looking great. It's been in for 8 hours now. I'm hoping it's ready. Let's have a look. Kit's hoping it's ready too. Oh, have a look at that. Now that looks good, so let's just check. Oh, can you see that? The meat just falling off the bone. That's amazing. I'm gonna let it rest a little bit. I'm gonna get it plated. I'm gonna show you a photo of it. Guys, if you liked this, click like, click share, and hopefully will become an internet sensation. So I've taken it off the bone, I've pulled it apart with a couple of forks and I've mixed it in nicely, added a bit of salt and pepper to taste, and a knob of butter. Always add a knob of butter at the end. Perfect. So I've plated up our dinner, and here it is. Cubed potatoes, broccoli, venison shoulder, slow cooked in the style of your Italian grandmother. I'll see you all next week.